Hi, and welcome to another video by Get It Done Home Repairs. Today's project, we're going to be removing this under the eave light assembly that doesn't work properly, and we're going to be replacing it with a newer Ring Floodlight camera type setup. Alright, first thing we did is we turned off the power to this camera here itself. That's turned off, so we know that. Next, we're going to remove the screw that holds the old light assembly up to the existing box that's up in the eave right here. We are going to disconnect the black, the white, and also that one wire that's a green wire. That's the ground wire. We're going to remove that at the same time. Next, we're going to come up underneath here and we're going to remove the existing bracket from the old light fixture, because you never want to use the old bracket. You want to always replace it with the one that came with the unit itself. So we're going to put this bracket up like that. These are the screws. Let's get up here and we're going to attach it. Now they're slotted, as you can see, so we're just going to catch a screw on the one side, and we'll go and catch the screw on the other side, and then we're going to center that bracket in the opening itself, making sure that you put it with the part that says front facing out. Alright, we're going to just push our wires to the side so they don't interfere with what we're doing, and now we'll just snug them down. You don't need to tighten them real tight, you just want to snug them in place. As I said, the pouch does come with the screws, and they're in each individual. If you read the directions, which I'll put a copy of the directions later on at the end of this video, it tells you what screws to use for what location, and I do like that because there's no guessing. All the screws are in different pouches. Now these are the wires we're going to use: the black, the white, and also that copper colored wire, which is the ground wire. All right. And as I said, you can read right up on here. It tells you what screws to use to put this up there. So I have the screw that we're going to use. We put it up through the opening itself. We're going to pull our wires through the opening so that we can get to the wires in the future. Get the screws through there. Now we'll put that screw up into the bracket that we just installed, and we're going to screw it down until it's fairly snug up there, because you don't want it to move during the rest of the installation process. Alright, I would recommend not using any power tools. I would definitely screw it in by hand so you don't break anything. Now if you don't have a tight seal where the bracket, the plastic bracket mounts up to the eave, you may want to use some silicone, but we have a real tight fit up there. We're not going to have to use any silicone, but we had it just in case. Next we'll grab our light and we'll go back up the ladder, and we're going to hang the light. It's got a little strap on there. As I said, you take that little strap and you hook it on that little plastic hook that's hanging off there, and now you can hang the light by it and connect the wires without having to have a third hand to hold the light fixture while you're attaching the wires up in there. So you just hang it up there just like that. And now you can take the wires. We're going to connect the white wire to the white wire, the black to the black, and the green is going to go to that wire that has no insulation on it whatsoever. That's our ground wire. We're going to pull the wire cap off of it. We're going to twirl the end of the wire to the new light fixture. Clockwise, counterclockwise, it really doesn't matter. We're just going to turn the wire into a single strand instead of trying to connect up all of the loose strands to the new wire. So we're just going to twirl them. We'll bring it around and we'll connect each one of them up. As I said, it doesn't matter which direction you do it. The white first, the black first, it makes no difference whatsoever. And we're going to hold the wire. It's nice with the fixture being hung by that little strap. We're going to turn them in a clockwise position. And now after we turn them and they're twisted together, we're going to grab the wire nut, which comes provided in the kit as well. And we're going to turn that clockwise as tight as we can by hand. You don't need to use any tools to tighten it up. You're just going to tighten it down by hand as tight as you can go. And now we'll go on to the other wire and we'll do the exact same thing on the other 2 wires. Remember, we're going to twist these strands because there's multiple strands of wire through there. We're going to twist it and make it 1 strand, and then we're going to twist that single strand around the wire that's coming from the house itself. In this case, it's the black wire, and again, we turn that nut, the locking wire nut, we're going to turn it clockwise to tighten it up, and as tight as you can by hand. After you have it tight, grab the wires and give it a tug to make sure that all of the wires that we just connected are not loose. Sometimes when you screw a wire nut down, it may not grab both wires. It may just push the one wire backwards. That's why it's important to grab the wire and give it a tug just to make sure that the wire's tightened up. All right, we're going to get our last wire nut on there. We're going to screw that down nice and tight as well. Okay, as tight as you can. And we're going to give the wires a tug again to make sure it's tight. And that's it. The light's all connected. We're going to take now the wire nuts and the wires that we just connected. We're going to push them up into that opening just to recess the wires out of the way. Okay, next we're going to take our little package of all the screws that were provided, and we looked on our paper that the directions, and in the directions it tells you to take out these little plastic caps or screws, and you screw the base and the light fixture itself together. You pull the screwdriver bit out, and it goes right inside there as a little nut driver to screw the nut in place. Now we're going to take the light fixture, put it back up. There's only one way it can go because there's a little tab that it has to fit into, and we're going to push it up until it snaps in. We're going to take the light and we're going to move the light out of the way so we can get up in there to screw the plastic or the lock nut to hold it in place. We'll move that out of the way, and then we have clean access to the screw that we're going to the threaded screw that we're going to put the nut onto and tighten it down. Now once we screw that nut on, we're not going to tighten it all the way. We're going to make sure that our other nut is on as well. Put it into our driver, move our light out of the way again, and then we can screw it up in place. And then once we have both the plastic caps caught, we can tighten it up until it's nice and tight. Now I will tell you this, they do give you extra screws, nuts, and even these little screws that hold it together, they give you an extra one. Now we're going to position the light in the direction that we feel it needs to be tilted so we have adequate lighting for the area we want to illuminate. We're going to turn our camera and tilt it so that we have a nice view from our phone, and we go online and we can download the app. And once you download the app, then you can actually do the whole setup procedure and just follow the prompts. It is fairly easy to install. We turned our power back on, and you can see our Ring camera here is ready to be programmed to our phone. So you download the app and you follow all the prompts in the app to set it up the way you want it to be set. Next, we're going to turn the spotlights in the direction we want them to point towards the backyard, and that's it. This job is all done. All right, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.